Today I want to take a look at the Destiny Rising dev preview. So you know what? Let's hop into it. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they changed.
Hello everyone, I'm the lead designer of Destiny Rising. It's been a while since the last time we did a developer preview. We've been listening carefully to your feedback over the past few months and have made significant improvements to the game.
That's what I like to hear.
I want to share these updates and reveal some exciting rewards for all of you. Your input has truly shaped what Destiny Rising has become.
So I've heard a few things that have changed in the Destiny Rising Chinese beta that have me a little excited. I'm more excited to see what else has changed on top of that. So let's give it a look.
First and foremost, combat and character progression. Based on your feedback from the closed beta, we've completely transformed two major systems: weapons.
Sorry. Let's go back here. Let's see what this.
Feedback from the closed beta.
All right, so we're down. Interesting. All right, I'm trying to see like what exactly is different here. It looks like we're down a perk. There used to be 4, so I'm assuming they've transferred 1 into a trait or some type of different perk. I don't know. That's interesting. Let's see what they say about that.
We've completely
This is the artifact system. This is completely different. The artifact system was it was bad in the original game, in the beta. I don't want to say it was bad, but it was so convoluted. I remember talking in the Discord with like 4 or 5 other people, just trying to decipher like how specific artifacts worked and how they affected your overall power. So hopefully they fixed that a little bit, because there's just like, you would look at one artifact and you'd be like, all right, this one's better, but when I put it on, it like lowers my overall power, and we couldn't figure out why. So hopefully this is a little bit of a better system.
Transform 2 major systems: weapons and artifacts.
For weapons, we've rebuilt the mod system from the ground up. You'll now experience random attributes and new progression paths that make each gun feel unique and customizable. As
Interesting.
For artifacts, we've scrapped the old artifact sets bonus system.
Okay, just
Each
scrap the
artifact
whole
now
thing.
Comes with its own distinct attributes.
Whoa,
letting
okay.
you
All
mix
right,
and
wait. Let's look through this. So we got super boost, supers deal more damage, signature boost, melee damage, shield boost, range damage. All right, so it seems like each thing is kind of just like a specific boost.
Distinct attributes, letting you mix and match to create your perfect combat style.
Nice.
Something many of you asked for. We've added the slide ability. This
Oh,
brings
okay.
more fluid movement and tactical options to every fight.
That'll definitely help the movement and pacing of the gameplay, that's for sure.
More flexible combat means exciting battlefields, and we know you're hungry for greater challenges.
Hell yeah.
Raids have always been the heart of Destiny, and we've poured everything into making them special. At launch, we're introducing the Week 1 event for the Gauntlet mode.
Ooh.
Completed during this window, and you will earn a limited edition emblem.
So it's like a contest mode. I like
the more
it.
players who finish the raid, the bigger the rewards for everyone.
Oh.
We're also keeping
I
the
like
Day
that.
1 challenge tradition alive. At the second week of the Season 1 launch, we'll release the true challenge version of the Gauntlet mode with its own Week 1 race.
Oh, hell
This
yeah.
hardcore version includes secret mechanics
That's
and
good.
tougher
I like
constraints, all with fair balancing. Participants earn exclusive top-tier rewards and a dynamic emblem that showcases your achievement. Beyond
Dynamic.
the Gauntlet mode updates, we're adding Master and Grandmaster difficulties as a new challenge mode.
Oh, nice.
These challenges aren't for the faint of heart. They feature stricter mechanics and demand perfect execution. But remember,
Okay, so
greater
these are
challenge means greater rewards.
interesting. Let's see that. So this is a master activity Sunspot, which includes Strike, Foundry Strike, and Gauntlet Blitz. Also looks like you can get, it like straight up drops like the exotic tier mods, it looks like, and mythic tier mods if you have the key. That is a big one. In the original game, you could only really get the blue ones with a chance for them to be purple, and then you had to upgrade them to mythic and exotic. So the fact that you can just straight up get them is pretty sweet.
But remember, greater challenge.
Yeah, I'm assuming this symbol is maybe like only on Grandmaster or something, like it's locked until you've completed on Grandmaster. I'm curious what this is going to be.
Challenge means greater rewards.
More immersion.
In addition to intense combat, We know the epic storytelling of Destiny is what keeps many of you coming back.
Hell yeah.
We're fully committed to delivering that immersive sci-fi experience you love. After launch, you'll discover exclusive quests centered around key characters. These missions let you explore the personal journeys of different light bearers, revealing their unique perspectives and beliefs about our universe.
I'm down for that. In the beta, there was only a few characters who had full-on complete stories. I think it was Tan 2 and who was the other guy? The Arc Staff Hunter dude. They had complete stories that you could play through, and I like that. And I wanted more of them, and that was one of the things I requested. There was a little bit for Gwyn and a little bit for Ikora, but there needs to be more, and it looks like they're giving us more, which I like. The side story characters were fantastic.
Beyond gameplay and storytelling, we've made major improvements to rewards and systems based directly on your feedback. The achievement system now offers substantial Lumia Leaves rewards.
Thank God.
We've also added daily sign-in bonuses and a special 14-day newcomer event that provides plenty of free draw items.
More, I mean,
During
I expected
launch,
that.
Players will receive over 200 free draws, including at least 12,500 Lumia Leaves.
That's very generous.
We want everyone to fully enjoy the game without feeling restricted.
I honestly didn't feel like the beta was that restrictive,
We noticed
so
your
this is
concerns about
a
the
huge
Pinnacle energy
improvement.
system during the closed beta.
Yes.
We get it. Sometimes you just want to grind more or play with friends without limitations. So we've optimized the system. With Pinnacle energy available, you'll earn substantial rewards. When depleted, you'll still receive significant, consistent base rewards that no longer diminish over time.
Oh, thank God. That was a huge issue of mine in the beta. Every time you played a reward and you didn't use Pinnacle energy to open the chest, you got basic rewards. And every time you did it, your rewards got diminished every time. Even if, like, say the thing you wanted, and you were playing a strike and you wanted, like, the exotic to drop. The first time you played it, you had like a 5% chance to get it. And then the next time it went down to 1%. And then the next time it went down to like 0.50%, like something like that. And even if you didn't get the exotic to drop, the percentage would still decrease every time. So it was literally, it was very bad and really annoying to constantly play the same activity trying to grind for something with these already extremely low drop rates, just to know that every time you play it, your drop rates were going to get worse and worse and worse.
We've also tweaked the talent costs for legendary characters. The first 2 talent no longer requires duplicate character draws.
Oh, they changed the talent tree too,
making it easier to unlock. And importantly, talent levels no longer affect character power. There are many more system improvements we can't cover today, but know that we're constantly reviewing your feedback and refining the game. When you jump into the official launch, you'll discover countless enhancements that make Destiny Rising better than ever.
All right, nice.
As we approach launch, I'm proud to announce that our global pre-registration has reached an incredible 10 million players.
It's very popular.
We're grateful
it's
for your support.
Crazy.
Remember, those pre-registration rewards, including an exclusive exotic ornament and 10 free draws, will be waiting
Gotta make sure that you pre-register to get that grenade launcher.
The official release will support English, simplified and traditional Chinese, Spanish, and Japanese.
All right,
more
sweet.
Languages coming in future updates. We're setting up servers in 4 major regions: Asia, EMEA, North America, and Latin America. All servers will feature cross-platform play between iOS and Android, so you can switch devices seamlessly and connect with friends regardless of platform.
Well, that's handy.
Looking ahead,
I was worried that they
Destiny
were going to be
Rising will
restricted on
receive seasonal
what servers you
updates
could play
every
with.
2 months, with updates to characters and game content every month. We'll also conduct weekly maintenance and smaller content updates to keep the experience fresh and running smoothly.
That's a decent amount of content updates every month. Something new.
We'll be releasing a mysterious character ornament set that hasn't been shown in any testing phase. It's something special we've been saving just for launch.
I had a feeling there would be
For our
special launch stuff.
roadmap and more details, follow our official accounts. That's where you will find all the latest information about Destiny Rising.
I love it.
Finally, we want to thank each of you for your suggestions and continued support. We can't wait to welcome all Lightbearers.
Thank you. We'll see you in Haven on 28th of August.
Hell yeah. It's crazy how many improvements they've made in such a short amount of time. I love it. So this is the other thing I wanted to talk about. This is the Destiny Rising global launch blog. I have a feeling this is just going to be more of the same of what we just saw, but probably a little bit more in detail. Greetings, Lightbearers. As Destiny Rising approaches its global launch, we had the opportunity to sit down with the development team behind the game that's already captured the imagination of millions. In this conversation, we explore how your feedback shapes the experience, discover the exciting new systems awaiting at launch, and get a glimpse of what lies ahead in this ever-expanding universe. We also have a quick launch FAQ attached at the bottom, so if you want to jump straight to it, there's a shortcut. I have a feeling this will be a lot of important information. Responding to the community voice, the development team has reworked 2 critical systems based directly on player input, weapons and artifacts. We rebuilt the weapon modification system from the ground up, explains the game balance designer. Each weapon now features random attributes and expanded progression paths, making your arsenal feel generally personal and adaptable to your playstyle. This is, I believe, like what they were showing here. The weapon system here is very much changed. Like the mods are still there, but from my understanding, from what I've heard from some people and what I've seen, it looks like the mods are now tied into your perks as well, and like leveling up your see, he puts on an exotic mod and changes this perk to like a tier 5 perk or something. So it increases this, so putting your mods on will actually increase your perks and make them stronger, which is an interesting idea. I don't know how much I like that, but I mean, we'll see how it plays out. The artifact system has undergone an equally significant transformation. We've abandoned the previous set bonus approach. Now each artifact carries unique attributes, allowing Lightbearers to mix and match pieces to craft their ideal combat experience. Perhaps most exciting for players, the team has implemented the highly requested slide mechanic. This brings more fluid movement and tactical options to every fight. The artifact thing is huge. There was such a big confusion with the artifact system. I know I mentioned this before, but like seeing, let's see if we can find it here. Seeing the changes in the artifact system is just so good. Here it is. So yeah, they've massively changed this artifact system. More challenges for the Chosen. The conversation shifts to Destiny's iconic endgame content. Raids have always been the beating heart of Destiny. At launch, we're introducing a special Season 0 Week 1 event for our Gauntlet mode. Complete it during this window to earn a limited edition emblem with additional community rewards scaling based on total participation. I like this. I was curious how they were going to deal with this, because obviously anyone who played the alpha and beta would have a huge advantage in any sort of raid race. So having an event on week 1 of the base Gauntlet mode that just gives rewards is a great compromise. In a thoughtful move towards competitive fairness, we have opted against a server-wide race for the initial launch. This decision acknowledges that closed test participants would have had an inherent advantage from their familiarity with certain mechanics. That's exactly what I just said. Instead, Destiny Rising will deliver a genuinely level playing field for all Lightbearers 1 week after Season 1 begins. So it looks like Season 1... So we're going to have the game in August, and Season 1 will start in September, which adds Estella and new mecha, which is very similar to the beta. The beta was the same thing. We had Season 0, and then after a few weeks, Season 1 launched and gave us Estella and Nemeko. Having Estella a little bit later is going to suck, because I really enjoyed playing as her, but I can wait. I can wait a few weeks. 1 week after Season 1 begins, the Season 1 Week 1 event will launch at the same time worldwide, not by server local time, ensuring everyone starts their journey on equal footing. In the second week of Season 1, we'll release the true challenge version of the Gauntlet with its own Week 1 race. It's interesting that it's not a Day 1 race, it's a Week 1 race. This hardcore version includes secret mechanics and tougher constraints, all with fair balancing. See, this is what I like to hear, because the raids in the game right now are, I'm not gonna lie, fairly simple and easy to do. People have already been soloing them in the beta. There's the final boss can be soloed pretty easily. It's all just luck based pretty much when it comes to the mechanics, and they're easy to matchmake into, which I love. Like having these easier mini raids that you can matchmake into and play with anyone I love it so much. But knowing that there's going to be a harder version that you'll probably need like a dedicated team for, that's like really down to just get their boots dirty and get in there, that's what I want to hear. We need some really harder endgame content for the game. Players participating in the Season 1 Week 1 event will see their progress tracked on a live in-game leaderboard with exclusive rewards and a dynamic emblem that showcases their achievement. This is nice. The in-game leaderboard in the game is really cool. I got more addicted to it than I probably should have. The narrative thread. While combat excellence remains central to Destiny Rising, the team emphasizes their commitment to the rich storytelling that defines the franchise. After launch, you'll discover exclusive narrative quests centered around key characters, revealed the lead designer. These missions let you explore the personal journeys of different Lightbearers, revealing their unique perspectives and beliefs about our universe. Player-driven system improvements. The conversation turns to the game's reward systems, where some of the most substantial changes have occurred based on beta feedback. The achievement system now provides significant Lumina Leaves rewards, explains the balance designer. We've also implemented daily sign-in bonuses and a special 14-day newcomer event offering free draws. This was a huge one, the achievement systems. In the beta, I guess in the alpha, the achievements gave Lumina Leaves, which was very nice. Being able to basically farm for like triumphs or achievements and actually having like a reason to go for them to help you get more draws felt really rewarding. Meanwhile, in the beta, they replaced it with Bright Dust, which barely had any use. I found I had way more Bright Dust than I could ever possibly use in the beta. I was able to buy like almost every single cosmetic. It was crazy. So replacing that with Lumina Leaves feels much more fair. I'm just curious if maybe the Bright Dust that we were getting from the Triumphs before might get moved somewhere else, or if we'll just lose out on Bright Dust. But I will take Lumina Leaves over Bright Dust any day. Launch players can expect over 200 free draws in total, of which include at least 12,500 Lumina Leaves. I want everyone to fully enjoy the game without feeling restricted by resources. To be fair, when I played the beta, I didn't feel restricted. There was only maybe 2 activities, which was the highest level of the expanse and some of the legendary missions that I felt restricted on character-wise, because you dedicate yourself, you dedicate yourself all into one character. But during the beta, I didn't dedicate myself enough to push that character far beyond the bounds that he could be. So he was a high-level character, don't get me wrong, but he wasn't high enough to, basically over-level everything. So when it came to specific legendary missions or expanse missions, that required me to have, say, void damage or different kind of, auto-rifle Sheikah damage. I wasn't able to complete those missions on my main because he was a solar and he had precision Sheikah damage, so I just couldn't do those missions. And there wasn't enough resources to level up all my other characters or any other character, even a second character high enough to be able to take on those missions. One of the most discussed beta features, the Pinnacle Energy system, has received tweaks too. We understand that sometimes you just want to grind more or play with friends without limitations. Acknowledges the balancing designer. Now with Pinnacle Energy available, you'll earn substantial rewards when depleted. You'll still receive significant constant base rewards that are no longer diminished over time. I mentioned this when we were watching the video. This was one of the biggest gripes I had with the game, was just losing base rewards. So having that back in the game is great. It's a huge improvement. Legendary character development has also been streamlined, with the first 2 talent unlocks no longer requiring duplicate character draws. Crucially, talent levels no longer affect character power, ensuring a more balanced competitive environment. This is a big one. Anyone who was at the top of the leaderboard, you could tell, spent a lot of money. The more draws you did, the more duplicates you get, which meant you could finish off and complete your talent tree. And if you maxed out your talent tree, that meant you had a bunch more power than everyone else. So this will help in that vein of things. There's still the whole issue of the black market and being able to just buy exotic resources to upgrade your exotic weapons. Someone who wants to spend a ton of money into the game can basically just drop $300-400 and completely max out an exotic weapon, and that will bump up their level like crazy and put them at the top of the leaderboard anyways. So we'll see how they deal with the black market when the game comes out. The road ahead. As conversation concludes, the lead designer shares some exciting news about the game's launch and features. I'm thrilled to announce that our global pre-registration has reached an incredible 10 million light bearers. Those pre-registration rewards include an exclusive exotic ornament and 10 free draws. We'll be waiting for everyone at launch. The global release will support multiple languages on day 1: English, Latin American, Spanish, Japanese, and both simplified and traditional Chinese, with more languages planned for the future update. This is awesome. Mostly just the availability of the game to more people. I can't remember, but I believe Destiny only has 4 I believe Destiny only supports 4 languages, so seeing like this have more, it's kind of crazy. Looking to the future, Destiny Rising season update every 2 months. Seasons update every 2 months with new character content arriving every 4 weeks. Damn. Okay, that's actually really good. It's not like we're getting weekly content like we do in Destiny 2, but I'm curious if this means that we'll get like a chunk, like every 2 months we'll get like a new chunk of missions that'll last us through that 2 months in characters, but I don't know, we'll see. And when it says character content, I don't know if it means just character stories or new weapons, or like, are we just getting new characters every 4 weeks? That would be pretty damn cool. Weekly maintenance and smaller content updates will ensure the experience remains fresh and technically sound. That's what I'm looking forward to. I want to see how fresh the game stays. And it's not like I'm hoping it doesn't become like Destiny 1, like Taken King, where we have like 5 months of just nothing. So we'll have to see. All right, the FAQ. When does Destiny Rising officially launch? To ensure all Lightbearers worldwide can enjoy a complete day 1 experience, Destiny Rising will launch at 9 a.m. local time across all 4 regional servers. This staggered release allows players in each region to begin their journey during convenient hours. Here's the launch schedule. So North America is 9 a.m. PDT, which basically means that we'll get the game where I am, it's Eastern, it would be like noon Eastern. It also means, I believe, North America is starting the latest, which kind of sucks. I don't know how I feel about this. You're basically giving all of these people an advantage at the start of the game to basically grind and level more. But if it's like the beta, there will be lockouts, so you'll be able to catch up immediately to most of the basic player base. Will there be pre-download available? Pre-download will be available on the 27th of August at 6 a.m. PD sharp. Upon launch, you'll automatically connect to your regional server. So tomorrow we'll be able to pre-download the game. Fantastic. Which platforms will Destiny Rising be available on? iOS and Android. You can download it from the App Store. We already know it's only mobile. There's no PC launcher. If you want to play it on PC, you'll have to use an emulator like Mumu or BlueStacks. Which I highly recommend using Mumu. It's got amazing mouse and keyboard support. Will there be crossplay between iOS and Android? Yes, Destiny Rising features full crossplay between all mobile platforms. From what I heard from some people during the alpha, it was also cross-save. You linked yourself to one account and there were people stating that they could play on both Android and Apple during the alpha. So we'll have to see if it's the same thing during the full launch, but I don't see why it wouldn't be. Can players from different servers play together? We currently have 4 different servers worldwide, and players can only play together in each server. Cross-server play is not available. That's kind of a bummer. That basically means that if you have any European friends, or Latin American friends for that, you won't be able to play with them, or Asian friends. Closed beta updates. I'm a closed beta player. How do I get my rebate in the global launch servers? You'll need to log into the game with the same social account as you used during your closed beta experience. All right. Closed beta player, and I'll have my old testing build. Can I simply update that build to get access to global launch? No, you will need to delete the previous build and download the latest version from the App Store to ensure a smooth entry. That's good to know. Anyone who played the beta, if you still have the game on your phone, you should delete it and re-download it. I'm going to have to do that. All right, so yeah, that's everything. That's all the information we've gotten so far. I'm hyped. There's a lot of I'm amazed with the amount of progress that they've made over such a short time from the beta to not even full release, because a lot of these changes showed up in the Chinese beta. I'm impressed. It really shows how much the devs can do with this game and how much they can update quickly. I'll be impressed to see how things go from launch, how quickly updates are thrown out. It's weird coming from a Destiny 2 player who at times have had to wait, 6 months to see, something get nerfed in PvP. The horrible days of, one-eyed masked titans rampaging through PvP for months on end, or, plenty of other things. So I'm excited to see maybe a Destiny that gets updated, more frequently and gets some more love from the devs. But we'll have to wait and see. Until then, I will see you guys tomorrow for full release. I'll be streaming both here and on Twitch. So check me out on, I'll post it down below. Feel free to give me a follow or subscribe, and thanks again. Have yourself a fantastic night. See you around.